New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. When two teenagers got into a weapons fire over the summer at a football game just outside of Philadelphia, both of them walked away with their lives. The one who didn't was Fanta Bitley, an 8-year-old girl who was in a car with her family who had nothing to do with the argument. Her life was taken when police responding to the weapons fire and not the teenagers. They opened fire, striking the vehicle that the little 8-year-old was in as it drove away. Weapon fire from police also wounded 3 bystanders. Bitley's surviving family has filed a lawsuit that accuses the responding Sharon Hill Police Department of excessive force and a specific intent to take a life, saying they acted unreasonably by firing on the car while innocent bystanders who were also injured stood directly behind it. Several officers were put on leave following the incident. This week, the 2 teenagers, 16-year-old Angelo Ford and 18-year-old Hassan Strand, were charged with first-degree and aggravated assault. Ford was arrested, but as of Wednesday, Strand had not been apprehended. Legal reasoning per Delaware County 1st District Attorney Tanner Rouse, quote, is very simple. They were attempting to take the life of one another that night, and as a direct result, a little girl's life has been taken. But a legal expert who spoke to Insider stated that it's not a slam dunk. Leora Binder is a professor at the University of Buffalo School of Law and author of the book Felony Murder, the legal doctrine that many states have used to hold people responsible for crimes they did not necessarily intend to do or personally commit. In this case, he noted, the prosecutors relying on a section of the Pennsylvania Legal Code that holds a person responsible for a crime they intended to commit but had a different victim. It requires persuading a jury that the only difference between what they intended and what happened was that a different person had their life taken. According to a police affidavit report by Philadelphia Inquirer, the fight between the 2 teenagers escalated outside of a football game when one lifted their shirt to display a weapon. The other then went to his car and grabbed a weapon. Then the 2 exchanged weapon fire. One bystander was hit in their side. A jury would need to be persuaded in order to prove that a first degree did take place, that there was a homicidal intent as opposed to merely fighting or even wounding one another. An additional hurdle, neither the life of the young girl, either on purpose or by accident. Quote, so we may not have the requirement of intent to kill, and we probably do not have the required causation of death. We also have what appears to be an unreasonable use of force by police against an innocent child. Bruce Castor, an attorney for the Bitley family, who previously served as district attorney for neighboring Montgomery County, stated that he likewise believes that the prosecutors will have a tough time in transferred intent case charging these young men with first degree. Castor stated as of Friday, charging decisions should not distract from the fact that it was police officers acting recklessly and inappropriately that took the life of the young girl. Condoning any of the behavior by the young men, should they be arrested for directly releasing weapons into public spaces, more than likely, of course, not having a license for it and different things like that, yes, by all means, no problem with that. They'll sit up there and get whatever comes directly with that. But to try to somehow some way charge them with the life that was lost, I'm not with that. That's ridiculous. In cities all across the country, there is, weapon fire that happens all the time. I have never heard of a case where, all right, we're responding to this. We're not actually, in a sense, technically in the vicinity or near it, but we hear something. So we're just going to directly respond, and we're just going to fire indiscriminately, hoping that we get whoever it is. Excuse me? And then when they decide to fire indiscriminately, they harm and wound people and take the life of somebody, and then you pin it on other people that didn't have anything to do with you specifically doing, like, that doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard in my life. And like I said before, this is how easy it is to be a cop. Even when you're wrong, you're still right. Like, they're not going to get charged for any of this. They're not going to incur the wrath of any communities or anything like that. They're trying to put every single thing, they're trying to literally frame and focus this directly on the two young men. This is ridiculous. And if anybody allows this to take place, I promise you, it is going to only get worse from here. Like I said before, charge them for sitting up there, firing weapons in public. No problem. Charge them with the fact that they more than likely have them illegally and that they don't have a license to carry. Charge them for that. I have no issue with that. But to try and say that this is clear cut the reason why it happened, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like I said, I've never heard of anything so ridiculous in my life. And I promise you, more than likely in the media, they're framing this probably vastly differently. They're giving like half truths directly in it. They're trying to square the parameters around and make it seem like it was, 100%, the police were just doing what they were supposed to be. No. Like I said, the people who were injured in this by way of the cops who responded, they need to directly go after the state, and they need to go directly after the police department, and also go after those cops individually, because I promise you they're going to use some type of loopholes to protect these cops. And as they stated directly in the article, they said that they were let off the force, which means that they weren't even fired. They can still go and be police somewhere else. This is what they do for their own every time. It don't matter the crimes that they commit. It don't matter how horrendous the crimes are. They will always protect their own by, it's like, you know what, you can no longer work with us, but you can work with somebody else. Like I said before, and then you're going to sit up there and have individuals online talking about, oh yeah, we got to back the police and all these other types of things. And, I'm not agreeing with what the police did, but, it wasn't directly their fault. Maybe if the parents would have, maybe if those young men would have, maybe if this, maybe if that. Like I said, there's always some type of justification for whenever the police are actually in the wrong. There's always somebody there to bodyguard and to body block and to shield the police. But like I said, for all of those that always want to protect and shield the police, I promise you there's going to come a point in time where your dragons are going to come directly back to your doorstep, and everything that you are able to witness, see, and read and hear is going to hit your doorstep, and there's going to be nobody there to body block or defend you. I promise you that. So keep playing these games if you want to, and keep allowing these cops who are in the wrong to escape, because I promise you, the only place left for them to go is back home, and that's where you reside. And I promise you, they will be there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything else that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.